Hi, my name is Donovan. I'm introducing you to TRY, Trauma Recovery or Total Resilience Yoga. And I am your instructor today. Trauma Recovery Yoga is a form of yoga that helps us be in touch with our breath, our body, and helps us learn how to self-regulate when we have experienced trauma. I myself have CPTSD. And that comes from adverse childhood experiences as well as some recent losses about 7 years ago that I'm still adjusting to. Trauma recovery yoga has helped me to get connected with other people in a safe way and to come back to my body when my mind wants to go off into the past or into the future with worry or regret. Get to be here with my breath and my body here and now, and I invite you to do the same. The great thing about trauma recovery yoga is nobody's going to touch you. You are on your mat or your towel in a safe place, and suggestions will be made, but they'll be made to everybody. Nobody will come around or adjust you. I will not call anybody out or anything like that. So there won't be any music. I will be micro cueing, so I will make a steady stream of suggestions and invitations for you to explore, and it's always your yoga your way. So if you feel like just listening, just noticing your breath, and not doing a particular movement, that's totally okay. So you can just listen to the words, and that helps give us something else to focus on besides our own mental chatter sometimes. So the focus on the breath and the focus on the words and the focus on the movement are all ways to help us self-regulate and not get lost in thought. So I invite you to join me, and we'll go ahead and start by some self-regulation techniques that are really easy and simple. Orienting, grounding, and centering. So we're going to first orient ourselves by looking around. This is something you can do anywhere, anytime. Look around, look at the four corners of the room, look at what's above you, look at what's below you, look at your feet, maybe spread your feet, wiggle your toes, look at your hands, look at any colors you notice in the room. So we're here right now. And then we're going to ground by just noticing the feeling of the ground underneath our feet. If you're sitting down, you can notice connection to where you're sitting, any support that you're feeling from the floor, even the way your body is feeling right now, supporting you and just being present. And then centering, we'll just notice that we're here right now. Notice your in-breath, your out-breath brings you to the present moment. Now we're going to try a 3-part breath. It's another tool you can use anytime, anywhere. People won't notice that you're doing it, but you can use it to self-regulate. So first we'll breathe in and fill the belly with air. Keep breathing in, fill the chest with air. Breathe in a little bit more, even open your eyes. And as you breathe out, soften the face, let the chest soften, and let the belly fall. Maybe even try to breathe out a little bit more and bring that belly button back toward the spine. Breathe in. We're going to do that 2 more times. So breathe in, fill the belly. Breathe in, fill the chest. Breathe in, fill the face, the eyes. Get nice and open. Breathe out. Let the face relax. Let the chest soften. Let the belly fall towards the spine. Maybe breathe out a little bit more and bring that belly button back towards your back. 1 more time. Breathe in, fill the belly. Breathe in, fill the chest. Breathe in, brighten the eyes. Breathe out, relax the face. Let the chest fall as you breathe out. Let the belly come back towards your back, towards your spine. And then relax. And as you come back to your natural breath, we'll go ahead and just notice how your body is feeling. So just sometimes I like to ground again while I'm doing this, ground and orient. So just wiggle your toes, look down at your feet if you like. Just notice yourself supported by the ground again. Notice how your legs are feeling, how your hips are feeling, how your torso is feeling. Maybe even wiggle your fingers. Notice how you're in the rest. Notice how your arms and hands are feeling, how your shoulders are feeling. Maybe pull those back and down and lift the chest a little. Release here, soften, get into a natural neutral pose. And now we're just going to be aware of how the neck is feeling, face, any tension in your head. You can breathe out and let that go for a minute if you like, or just pay attention to it. Just notice it without judging. I'm going to go ahead now and start with some neck rolls. We'll do 5 on each side. So we're going to start first by letting the head drop to your chest and roll it in either direction. Just notice what directions it's going, and then breathe in as you roll back. Breathe out as you roll forward. Follow your own breath in your own pace. Breathing in as you roll back. Breathing out as you roll forward. Breathing in as you roll back. Breathing out as you roll forward. Breathing in as you roll back last time. And breathing out as you roll forward. And then gently bring the head up again. Look around you, ground again, orient again. Center yourself in this space. You're here, I'm here, I'm present, here now, I'm safe. I'm going to go ahead and let the head fall one more time. And this time roll in the other direction. Breathe in as you roll back. Breathe out as you roll forward. And I'll keep count for us so you don't have to worry about that. Breathe in as you roll back. Breathe out as you roll forward. Third time, breathe in as you roll back. Breathe out as you roll forward. Breathe in as you roll back. Breathe out as you roll forward. And one last time at your own pace, you can have your eyes open or closed. It's up to you. You may see me with my eyes open sometimes or up closed. That doesn't mean you have to do it that way. That's just me doing my yoga right along with you. So we're grounded and we're centered now. We've had our neck rolls, and we're going to go ahead now and do some lateral or side stretching. So go ahead and lift up one of your arms. Just notice which one it is. You might look up at it. And then reach the other arm away towards the ground. So you're stretching in 2 different directions. Fingers up toward the ceiling and fingers down toward the ground. And you can look up or down at either of those, or you can alternate. It's really up to you. Just grow that stretch. Feel it in your body. Notice how it feels. You might even start to lean over and deepen that stretch a little bit if you like. You don't have to. Roll over to wherever you like. Look down at your fingers reaching toward the ground, or up at your hand at the top. Grounding, you're inspiring yourself, and then we'll come back here and we'll just open the chest, lean back a little bit, as if you're spreading your wings. I am hopeful. And then we're going to go ahead and stretch one hand, the other hand down, and the other hand up. So we're just doing the opposite of what we did before. Stretching as far as you can, at whatever your range of motion is, whatever feels good to you. Pointing one hand down, one hand up. You might look up at the hand that's stretching toward the ceiling. Imagine it just even a fingers growing and extending up, and reaching down, looking down at your fingers that are pointing toward the ground, maybe spreading those fingers and reaching energetically even more down to the ground, and maybe even leaning over a little bit more. Maybe just bringing a deeper stretch to that side if you like. You don't have to, it's your yoga. And look whichever way you like. You could even look straight ahead if you prefer. So it's however you want to look. You can ground yourself by looking down. You can inspire yourself by looking up. And then come back to the center. And again, let's just spread our wings. Reach the heart up. You can even lean back if you like. And really just, I open my heart. I am loving. And come back to center. We're going to go ahead and do a very similar stretch. A little bit different though. We're going to go ahead and bring both hands overhead, touching the palms together. You could even fold one thumb over the other if you like, or you could just press the palms together, whatever you like. Or you could have a little cup there, like you're cupping a little bit of air, whatever you like to do. And we're going to go ahead one more time, and we'll go ahead and lean over as if we're stretching toward the corner of the ceiling. So diagonal here, kind of a crescent moon type of a shape. You can look up at your hands, or you can look straight ahead. You could even look down at your feet if you like. Just notice where you are in space and how this feels in your body. Let's go ahead and lean over to the other side. You might notice that it could feel a little different on this side. And that's okay. We're asymmetrical. Everybody is. And we all have our own, our own differences. So just notice without judging how it feels on this side. If you'd like to go a little deeper to the side, you can. Or you can stretch your arms away from you more actively. You can look up, you can look down, you can look straight ahead. Let's come back to center. And one more time, let's spread our wings, lifting our chests. And go ahead and open your heart. I am compassionate. I am loving. I am hopeful. And we'll come back down to center. We're going to do some sun salutes now. So we're going to be as strong as a mountain, just standing here for a moment. And again, this is a tool you can use anytime, anywhere, self-regulating while you're just standing around. Maybe wiggle your toes, maybe spread your toes. Unless you're wearing flip-flops, nobody else has to see that. You could do some sort of form of that even if you're standing at the grocery store or something like that. You could rock back and forth on your feet a little bit. Could be imperceptibly. Just noticing the feeling of your feet on the ground and that your legs are supporting you, bringing your attention up the legs and up to the core. Noticing the support there, maybe even energizing that core, maybe even squeezing those abdominal muscles a little bit if you like. And then just soften and release and be nice and neutral and natural, and go ahead and lift your chest, bring your shoulders down and back, and then just release to a nice neutral for yourself. What we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and spread our arms open. Again, I am open. Lean back a little bit here if you can. Don't feel it. That doesn't feel right. Don't do it. You don't have to. We're going to go ahead and forward fold. And then we're going to breath in and come halfway up. Breath out. Go back down and walk yourself out to a plank. Or it's kind of like a push-up pose. And then we're going to go ahead and pull the chest forward, lifting the heart. You could bring your legs down if you like. Or you could leave them up. You're going to tuck the toes under. And on the next out breath, we're going to go ahead and be in what's called down dog. You're in a triangle shape. You can bend the knees. You can pedal the feet. You can rock side to side. And here we're going to shout out an affirmation for yourself, or you can say it quietly if you prefer, but I am grateful, I am hopeful, I am brave, I am trying something new, I am present. We're going to go ahead and walk ourselves back up into that forward fold, come halfway up, and then we're going to go ahead and, as if you're sitting in a chair, just kind of squat down there, half squat, lift your arms up, spread those branches or wings again, and then come back to your center. You could walk back. If you're like me and you migrated across your towel or mat, you might walk back to the edge of your mat again, the back edge, and we're going to try that one more time. We're going to add something else to it, okay, in the middle, but I'll walk you through it. So let's go ahead and spread our branches or our wings, lifting the chest. I am hopeful. I am energized. Looking up at the hands, dropping down into your chair. Here's another thing you can do with chair. You can put your arms behind you. Some people like to do what's called chair plane. So it's up to you. I like this one. And then we're going to go ahead and forward fold from your chair. Halfway lift from your forward fold. Breath out. Walk into your plank. Breath in and shine the heart up. You can rest the legs back behind you. Curl the toes under. And now we're going to take a breath in and we're lunge, whichever leg you like. You're going to lunge here. You can bring your back leg down if you want for support. That's fine. And then we're going to lift the chest, lift our hands overhead, and it's like you're looking at a great big balloon. Okay, so you're looking at this balloon, and you're imagining whatever color you like it to be. What is your favorite color? And you can imagine writing on this balloon anything that you feel like you'd like to let go. Anything at all. Think of one word or something that you'd like to let go. Go ahead and imagine yourself writing on that balloon. I let you go, whatever it is. All right? You've written it, visualize it, and now we're going to let it go. Let it float away. Open your arms. Watch it float out of sight. It can no longer be seen. You have let it go. Let it go. Go ahead and bring your hands back down by the side of your feet. We're going to go ahead and stand back up into your forward fold. Lift up in your halfway fold. And then we're going to release back down to that forward fold and get back into a plank. Inhale, in breath, and lift your chest. This could be a cobra or up dog if you know those. Or just be shining your chest. I am hopeful. Tuck your toes under. Back to down dog. I am strong. And now we're going to step that other foot into a lunge position. Again, if you like to, you can drop your knee, back knee down to the ground if that helps. You can point your toe or flex your foot back there. It's whatever you like. Now we're going to go ahead and lift the chest again. Lift the arms overhead. Look at a big balloon that you imagine. Again, any color you want it to be. Something a color that makes you feel happy maybe, or hopeful. If you can have a favorite color that maybe it's rainbow color. Maybe it's many different colors. And you write on this one, you write what you hope for. What do you want to manifest in your life? So what I hope for. My wishes. Okay, just pick one thing, write it on the balloon, your imaginary wish, your hope, and now let's bounce it out to the universe. Let's release it and watch it, and this time watch it become whatever you like. Sparkler, glitter, confetti, whatever works for you. Some beautiful, maybe it's a piñata and it drops candy. Whatever you like it to be. Your hopes are released. I am hopeful. Let's go ahead and bring our hands back down to the ground. Step back into your plank. Release it. Shine the heart. Lifting the heart up on the out breath. Or the in breath, and the out breath, we go into down dog. And shout your I ams here. What affirmation do you want to give to yourself today? I am thankful. I am present. I am here. I am doing something good for myself. I am compassionate. I am kind. Let's walk forward into that forward fold. Lift up into that half fold. Sit down in your chair in that soft squat. And go ahead and now lift up. Arms are out like branches of a tree or wings of an eagle. And go ahead and release that to your mountain or neutral pose. You could bring your hands to your heart if you want for some self-love, some self-compassion. And we're going to go ahead now and take a seat. So whatever comfortable seated position that you would like to be in, however you would like to transition yourself into a seated position. And what we're going to do here is we're going to lean back a little bit. You can kind of hug your knees. Maybe give yourself a hug before you lean back. Then go ahead and lean back. We can hang on to our calves, or you can hang on under your thighs. I like to do that one under the thighs. And we're going to go ahead and lean back here a minute, and what we're doing right now is it's like we're getting into a boat. So we're going to sort of shake off some fear, engage the core, and really engage that core to a point where holding it might cause some trembling. So we're going to lift our legs, and that's okay. It's okay if you start to tremble. You can lift your arms out. You can lift your arms forward so that your hands are kind of right next to your knees. I don't know if you can see me doing that. It's however you want to do it. Some people like to go like this. That's a little much for me, but I like this way. We're going to hold on to this for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then go ahead and bend your knees. Give yourself a hug. Get out of your boat. Maybe you shook off a little bit of fear while you held that boat pose. We're going to do that again. Alright, so lean back into your boat. You can, and if this is a little much and you want to keep your feet on the floor, that's okay. Some people like to just lift their feet and steady themselves with their arms on the floor. Some people like to just do the upper body or just do one leg or the other. I'm going to be modeling leaning back and lifting both legs, because that's how I like to do it, but this is your yoga, your way. You could just watch and listen and think about it. You can think about the movements and get something out of that. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back. Another self-hug. I am strong. I am loving. And one more time, lean back. You can support yourself with your arms if you want to, or just lean back and lift your legs. You can open your oars out to the water. Or this way, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I am strong. Bring your legs back, crossing one over the other, or however is comfortable for you to be in an easy seated position for yourself. We're going to just kind of notice one last time and use that grounding tool. So just notice yourself seated on the ground now. Now your sit bones are on the ground. Just notice where you're connected. Notice where your feet are. We're going to just do a little body scan here. Alright, so look down at your towel or your mat. Notice the colors, the shapes, the textures. Notice yourself supported on this ground, on this towel, on this mat. Notice where you're connected. Maybe wiggle your toes a little bit. Point, flex your ankles, and then release. Just notice, how are you feeling now? Do you remember when you checked in with yourself at the beginning of practice and how you were feeling? Just notice any differences now. No judgment. No judgment. Just notice. How does it feel now? You might feel a little bit of heat. You might feel a little bit of energy. You might feel tired. You feel however you feel, and you just notice it now. So that's the wonderful tool that we have with trauma recovery yoga, is we get to be connected to our body here and now and notice what we're feeling right now. So go ahead and continue to notice feet, ankles, legs. Notice your sit bones, your belly, chest, your hands, maybe wiggle your fingers, release. Notice your arms, shoulders, neck, your jaw, your eyes, your eyelids even. You can flutter your eyelids a little bit. It can be playful and silly. That's one of the fun things. Yoga and reclaim that playfulness. I am playful. I am silly. Soften the jaw. Notice the feeling between the eyes, on the forehead. Nice deep breath. Let's have a nice belly breath here. So let's breathe in, fill the belly, fill the chest, brighten the eyes. Breathe out, soften the face, soften the chest, soften the belly. We come to the end of our time. Thank you for sharing this time with me. You can give yourself a little self-compassion here. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Thank you for sharing this time with yourself. Namaste. And that just means the light in me honors and respects the light in you.